There are two often ignored things that can make or break the success of your career shift. Do you know what they are? I'm Isabelle Perichou, career reinvention coach for high achieving professionals and entrepreneurs. And in this video, I'm going to share with you these two things that people most often ignore or are not aware of that can really make or break the success of your career shift. So let me tell you first what happened with a client today, because I see these things happening a lot with my clients in private sessions. So I'm working with this woman I've been working with her for several months. She's doing really well in the process. We are in the phase, of really getting clear and clear about what is the vision for next career. And in particular for her, she's starting a business at the intersection of science, education, and kids, younger generation, to help them, kind of educate them more about the environment, science, and all of that stuff. And part of this process, she has recently done we turned on a book with a son, with a family, a wonderful book to educate kids. I may be able to share more later when it's published, but it's a very innovative book as a way to help kids having fun and familiarize themselves with science around water when you are in the bath and this kind of thing. Anyway, it's brilliant. And she's really right in her genius zone. When I work with people, we take the time at the beginning of the process to clarify what is your sweet spot, the sweet spot between your unique talents, what you are the best at, brilliant at, what is your purpose in the world, and what you love doing. And for her, it's just right. This book is just, so good, right at the intersection of this sweet spot, which means the book is brilliant and innovative and really good. And she has been excited, she has been so excited about doing this, all of that. It's what happens when you are in your genius zone, in that sweet spot. You love what you are doing. Not that it means it's easy, when it comes to, okay, I have to publish it and then show it's done and marketing it. So this phase is but the process of doing the book has been really enjoyable. So, and up to now, she's been very proud about the book and happy about it. And what happened today for a session, before the session, I have my clients share, fill out a questionnaire before to let me know where they are since we talked last time. And one of the things she wrote was that, I'm not sure if doing this book makes sense anymore. Publishing this book makes sense anymore. And then I read that, I was like, wow, such a just drastic shift. What's actually happening here? So during the session with her, I find out what was happening. And this is a thing to avoid. So if you're listening and you are, wanting to do a career shift or in the process, this is super important for you, because that can really discourage you when that happens. So what happened is she has been talking to different people around guidance to how to market the book. And one of the persons she talked to about that, which is great to talk to people of that, is someone who tend to nitpick. It's someone who tend to gonna always, instead of encourage you, she's gonna just see what is the piece that is missing. Very negative person. Not probably bad intention, but she's how she function. So this person, it also is not in a target audience, probably starting in the conversation, showing her all the places where the book was not okay. This doesn't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. And so my client after that was totally discouraged and was starting to doubt herself and all of that stuff. And so this is what happened when you are, especially when you're in a career transition, in a process of a career shift, whatever stage you are, it's a very sensitive period. You tend to be very vulnerable. This is normal. You have your own doubt. Am I going in the right direction? Am I able to do that? Will I have what it takes? You have a lot of doubt and vulnerability and anxiety. It's why people work with me, so that I can just hold a container for them and show them what's possible and be a champion for them. And so because it's so fragile, it's really important that when you talk to people outside of the coaching relationships, either to share what you are up to get advice, that you use a lot of discernment. And you're gonna share only with people you know are going to be supportive of you. If you know them, sometimes you have to talk to people you don't know before. But when there are people you actually have already an experience to, really select the people who you know are going to be supportive of you. Of course, honest, but championing you and supporting you. Why is that important? Is because you are, as I said, it's such a fragile, vulnerable time that inside you have a lot of your inner demons. Can you see that? Can you relate to that? Or a lot of your inner voices. Are you sure it's the right thing to do? Is that gonna work? Okay, you have a lot of that inside of you in that phase until you are further along on the journey. And so if you talk to people, family, friends, or in a case, people to give advice who tend to have their own negativity and doubt and fears and tend to be very critical, what's going to do is that these voices on the outside are going to just connect with that, all your own negative voices, and they are going to reinforce them. And like, oh, wow, and they become the doubt and the fears and you start like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe it's not the right path. And what happens if you do that and too often, you're going to start feeling discouraged because the negative voices are going to go up. And this is really key. And you can get to a point where you decide, oh no, maybe it's not a good idea. I'm going to stop my thing. So this is why the number one thing, the first one, is to have a lot of discernment with the people you're going to share your journey with, or you're going to ask for advice on your journey. So have discernment and choose people selectively. I would rather you not talk to a lot of people at the beginning, like one or two, and know that you're going to feel supported, than try to talk to everybody and then feel deflated. Because the good thing is, when you talk to one person negatively, it's going to deflate you. Every time you talk to one person who's going to bring you down, is going to bring you down a lot. The good thing, you talk to only one person who believe in you and thinks and support you, you're going to go up the other way. You're going to feel the part of you that you're going to feel, yes, it's going to encourage you on your journey. So this is why this is super important to have this discernment. I cannot emphasize it enough, including, especially with your family and friends, especially family and friends. Sometimes you have people in your life you love, they love you. I'm thinking about family in particular. And, but they are scared for you, or they might have their own negativity. So when you're going to share that, they're going to just be so scared for you that they're going to put all their fears onto you. And it's not going to help. So it's not a bad intention. They are trying to love you that way. But, so have discernment. At least for this phase. When you are stronger in the process, that's fine. But when it's still very vulnerable in you, please don't do that for your project, okay? And the second thing I want to share that is kind of related to this one, it's kind of the other side of it, is that can also make or break the success of your career shift, is to surround yourself with a community of people on the same journey, or people who have been where you want to be, or who are very supportive. And this is true for everybody, but even more when you are someone who is starting something outside of the box. You are maybe starting a business, like my clients. A lot of my clients, start their businesses, but not all of them. Some of them just, find a job in a company. But often when you are shifting to a new field, a new area that is still new to you, you all have your circles of people in work that are based on your old industry, your old jobs, and now you are stepping into something new that is about, a new field that you're exploring and stuff like that. And you may not have yet your circles. And it's important, like one step at a time, you start building that circle of support. So for example, in her case, she's starting a new business, and there is a lot of new things, about publishing a book and all kind of stuff. And it's kind of vulnerable the first time you are publishing a book and all that. So surrounding yourself with people who are also publishing books, and they know what it takes to actually publish a book, and to feel like you can be really supported, especially when you have new skill to learn like that, new things, starting your own business. I've been there, why I've been successful in my business, because I have a lot of community of support, other business owners who are doing the same thing as me. So we give tips to each other, we encourage each other, we get accountability for each other. And sometimes also it's good to know, when there are harder days, they say, oh, I get it, I've been there too. They share also their harder days so that we know, oh, I'm not alone in this. And it's kind of help normalize the journey. So these two things, I cannot emphasize it enough. The first one, have discernment, who you share your journey with or you ask for advice with on the journey of your career shift. This is essential. And the second one is surround yourself with a community of support, of people who are on the same journey or going to be supportive of you or going to give you support, encouragement, and tips that you need on your journey. So I hope that was helpful. I would love to hear what is one thing, a nugget you got from this video for yourself. What is one insight? I would love for you to hear in the comment below. And if you love this video, find it helpful, feel free to subscribe. I would love you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you'll see there is a lot of other videos, and I'm going to share on a regular basis more videos to support you on your journey to your career reinvention journey, or your journey to really doing what you are here to do on the planet, to really do, bring your contribution in the world with your work, and finding that type of work or career where you can truly shine, use all your talents, and make the difference in the world you are here to make. Wishing you all the best, and talk to you soon.